of the vision of this country are glued to Blaze Radio every day as per our survey. And so it is a pleasure, to have people listening to us and watching us across the world and listening to us across the 15 political subdivision of this country is with utmost pleasure. So my name is Archie Say Bob Yene, and I'm here this afternoon on the round table where we always give you, the audience, the opportunity to phone in, call, contribute on national issues as they unfold, where we always give you, the audience, the opportunity to participate, criticize constructively your government, put the feet of your leaders on the fire where they have to do best for your country. And so basically, it is always a wonderful time sitting here on this green and circular table as we discuss issues of vital concern. And as part of today's discussion, the Blaze Cash giveaway is here. It is Wednesday and the jackpot. And I know many people wishing to hit the jackpot. There are many of you who are eager to hit the jackpot, and I know you want to win some cash for yourself. So as we go along, just keep dialing star 799 star 9 hatch. Be part of our winners for today. As you may be informed, Rennie been here, he been giving cash to people. Before Rennie, other announcers been here, they been giving cash out. So in addition to that, I also going to create the pathway that when Rennie comes back, he will announce much more winner, just as he's been doing. And school is about to open, and so your kids, school fees, I mean, via registrations are all at hand. You need money to do these things. So it's uh, it is good. The drugs, I promise my people every day I come here, we must say something about this drugs thing. Every day I come here, we just have to say something around this whole drugs thing. Now, the thing we'll say about this drugs thing is about Senator Samuel Koga. Senator Samuel Koga is actually pushing that the police RG step aside from this whole investigation team because in his mind, what adults sit right on the floor and see, even we the young people, that's what they say. We the young people, when we climb tall, no matter how we climb the tallest mountain, uh, we will find it difficult to understand. But Koga, being one of the members of the House of Elders, that's how we it's been termed in Liberia. The House of Senate is turned to as the House of Elders. And so Koga is saying, look, the police RG needs to recuse himself from the entire investigation, the whole investigation thing, this drugs thing, because every day the bush hauling. I don't know how you tell that part, but they say bush rope haul bush, right? So and everybody. Now my thing is, well, there's information that will help investigators to investigate faster and inform the library people as it relates to this whole drug team. But hey, today there is this revelation from the National Elections Commission uh, that there is a need for the increment in the fees of registration for elected candidates We're going to look at that on the second segment of the show. We will just give our little perspective on that and solicit your view on that. So, on the first segment, uh, at long last, the 6 months of Prophet Key, Justin Opa Yazin, popularly known as Prophet Key, expires tomorrow. And he has announced on his Facebook page that tomorrow at 10 o'clock, all of his supporters should gather at the entrance of South Beach, the Morovia Central Prison, to welcome him. The guy is almost coming from Eza to welcome him back home. And so we're going to talk about that on the first segment of the show and allow you give your view on that. At the same time, uh, Mighty KM Colley, is soliciting financial assistance for Prophet Key, is soliciting assistance for Prophet Key, and we will talk about that as well. And that from there, like I said, we want to talk about the NEC, the whole NEC issue. And there's this tendency about a unity party government that I think is not that necessary for the Liberian people and for the good of our body politics. And we will talk about that as well on the second segment. So on the second segment, we're going to have 2 separate talking points. But to begin with, if you're just tuning in again, this is the roundtable, and we have roughly about 12 minutes up to the hour 5 o'clock. And my name is Archie Sebob Yen. So we kickstart with Prophet Key's release. So they say to every long journey there must be an end. And so the end of Prophet Key's 6 months is tomorrow. And the tomorrow marks exactly 6 months that Prophet Key has spent behind bars. They say every monkey know the tree to climb on. They know the tree to carry that frisky net to. Prophet Key has been on the social media. He has been on the social media as always, using profanities as a means of getting preference or permanence, as you may term it. That has been his tactics over the period of time. Let's take this. This has been his tactics, and this is how he has maneuvered his way in the political corridor and has getting the fame. In our political landscape. Now, this is a man who sat in Morocco when he was in exile and used the very same derogatory statements and remarks against the former administration, against other permanent Liberian citizens. At the end of the day, he went scot-free. At the very beginning of this administration, Julie Andy, the former cultural ambassador, had issued and she took a lawsuit against Prophet Key. And At the end of the day, Judy cried around here that her case, the government played into it, Prophet Key worked scot-free. Nothing came from it. Prophet Key insulted other people. Other people were saying naked video. He will post it. He will do that. He will do this. And, other people enjoy that at a particular time. They live by it. They enjoy every movement of it. At the time, they are campaigning for this rescue government at the detriment of others. Today, the regime he campaigned for, the Chief Justice that was appointed under this regime that he supported, his own kinsman, Justice Yami Kwekwe Gbaise, his honor. They think like, oh man, man, the man that no nonsense, man. He doesn't take anything from people. They say, look, prophet, you have insulted other people's mothers. You have said so many things about the code and other things, but we now have the opportunity. Now we have the opportunity. You have to come to justify to us why we should not hold you in contempt. Prophet Key, when he could not prove reason why he should not be held in contempt, at the end of the day, he fell prey to judgment and he was sentenced for 6 months. Was that right? You ought to legal people, because what I'm aware of, what Archie is aware of, is that for contempt, the price for contempt is 30 days of imprisonment. 30 days of imprisonment. That's why 30 days of imprisonment. That should be the penalty. But Prophet Key gone for 6 months. 6 consecutive months. 6 consecutive months. 6 consecutive months. So, according to section 12.6 of the judiciary law, punishment for criminal contempt may not exceed 30 days. Criminal contempt should not exceed 30 days. Criminal contempt should not exceed 30 days. But Prophet Key went for more than 30 days. Was that right? Was that necessary? Hey, let me get you this. Let me read you this. So, section 12.6 talks about punishment for criminal contempt. The provision sets maximum fine and imprisonment for criminal contempt in different courts. The text provides, among other things, that the Supreme Court shall fine up to 300 United States dollars. The Circuit Court shall fine up to 100 United States dollars, and debt code, probate code, the debt code 100, probate code 30, the tax code 30, ministerial courts $15 for contempt, justice of peace code 5, traffic code 5, the juvenile code 10 for contempt. Those are fines that you should pay. It also provides imprisonment for contempt include up to 30 days in court of records. The court of records, that is the Supreme Court, the criminal court, court of records. 30 days imprisonment for court of record with shorter period for ministerial, juvenile, and justice of peace court. But there is a constitutional issue. The Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, I want you to listen to this part, subsequently addressed section 12.5 and 12.6 in reference the constitutionality of section 12.5, 12.6 of the Judiciary Law, LLR 35, 1975. The court held that the legislature could not limit the Supreme Court's to punish for contempt. Later, Supreme Court decided to have cited the ruling. So, if you are now, if you are being held in contempt, Section 12.6 indeed talk about the punishment. With the 1975 also gave Article 74 of the 1986 Constitution gave the Supreme Court now the decision. So they now will describe the decide which punishment best suits you. So I believe that's what the Supreme Court did. You understand? Let us look at 74. Article 74. What did Article 74 say? Let me get Article 74. Let me get Article 74. What Article 74 says. So, in all matters of contempt of court, whether in the Supreme Court or in other courts, the punishment to be imposed shall be fixed by the legislature and shall. So, with Article, what exactly Article 74 means is that contempt of court is recognized constitutionally, and the legislature shall not, the legislature, not the courts alone, shall take the responsibility of fixing penalty. So now, why will the court alone cannot decide which penalty to be for contempt, because the Constitution already provides $300 for the Supreme Court and 30 days of imprisonment, with other courts going less than 30 days. But for Prophet Key, he was held in contempt for insulting the Chief Justice's mother, for bringing the court to public disrepute. And so therefore he was held in contempt for 6 months. Was that against his constitutional franchise? Was that against his right as a person? Should Prophet Key come back and use the Constitution, use the law, and take issue against the bench of the Supreme Court? What do you make of this action? What do you make of this action? So I want you, the listening audience, to give us your view, and that's why I'm going to activate the phone lines just because of this particular point. The law says 30 days or $300 fine. Prophet Key has been made to go to jail for 6 months, and not just 6 months, coming back to the media to apologize publicly for what he has done, only because he was held in contempt. Is that the use of power against an ordinary citizen? What should we consider that to be? Let me get to your point. What should we consider that to be? 0777907907886029333. Call us. Prophet Key is expected to be released tomorrow. But let's hear your view with what the Constitution says about contempt and the penalty that Prophet Key has faced. He's already served his term of court and he's coming out. Yes, tomorrow he will be out. But this should also serve as reference, because tomorrow other people will fall in the same category, and they will be using the same punishment for them. Should we live by that? If the court, how is the Supreme Court interpreting Article 74 and Section 12.6 of the Judiciary Law? Let's hear you. 07779079070 0777907907886 029 on this matter. Prophet Key is free tomorrow. What change do you also hope to see when Prophet Key comes back? We go to the phone line and get this person. What is your name and where you call from?
Hello?
What is your name? Please lower your radio. 0777907907869 029 Call us. Just lower your radio and call back and let's hear you before we transition to this whole NEC thing. This NEC thing I think is serious and I've got some interest in that and that's why we're going to talk about that. So now Prophet Key has served the punishment even though the law say 1 month, which is 30 days, but he's gone for 6 months and is being made to apologize. He's coming back outside. Hello? Go ahead.
For me, in my own belief, Prophet Q was not taken to jail because he caused a teacher's murder.
Why was he taken?
And he accused the court for bribery and they asked him for everything.
Yeah, so that's why amount to contempt. That's why they held him in contempt.
Yeah, and they asked him for proof. He didn't provide proof, so that they put him in jail. But I don't think I was causing.
Yeah, so what we're saying is, according to the Constitution, the contempt punishment should be 1 month, but he gone for 6 months. So what? Yeah, that's what we're saying.
And I mean, if he come out, then he can hire a lawyer to how they call the teacher. Say, why is it that the Constitution say 1 month and they carry him to jail for 6 months?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he made his point. 07779079070 029 Let's hear you for a few minutes before we transition. Hello.
Hello?
What is your name and where you call from?
My name is Moses T.I.C. and I call from but I just need to be precise.
Go ahead.
You know, my brother, life is so. I have plenty sweat behind you. Sometimes the sweat can confuse you and even confuse your lawyer as well.
Okay.
Prophecy go to jail for content of criminal of the code, right?
Criminal contempt.
And he was to go to jail for 1 month, right? So
that's what the law says.
Yeah, the rest of the month was the consequence for causing publicly. So that was a sweat that followed him, that confused him and his lawyer. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Prophet Key is coming out tomorrow. 07779079070. Why did he go to jail for 6 months when the law said 1 month? Is it that the court using its authority on the prophet, or what the caller said? We should just live by the rest of it. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Oliakoin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, your government respect the law. So the judge gave Prophet King, and what they said Prophet King was causing my fault, and what they changed him for. And the mean within the jail, the related party will say, God, he accused the people, the judiciary that were making the jail. But other people here accused him, other people here, nobody not jail him. So that the foreign is the rule of law. Yes, that's not people all around here. What they do to them, what they see the president do to them, nothing. Because he enjoy it. So when I talk about Marcos, because the Marcos is so what whoever come around, but protecting of forcing other people, Maya, Joshua, man, were yeah, happy and you rejoicing. Now you go to them and they take back the president is set for well, we go after them tomorrow when they're not in power. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 777907907 it says 029 it's a bad precedent according to her, and well, the matter of fact, precedent should be set that other people can reference, but she said this is a bad precedent because according to all other people being insulted, other people insulting, but the government still live by it. And like I said, there's some tendency of the Unity Party government that I will talk about later time on the second segment of the show. I think it's one of those she just talked about. But we will talk about that. I don't want to jump the gun. This person, what is her name? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What is your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm A. Sacramento Dennis and the chairman for the Voice of Grand Gila County. I call from Kingsville.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the topic on this. You see, for us, most especially me, I'm not happy of the way Prophet Key came to prominence.
Okay.
Because the way he came to prominence, when we clap for him or we hail him, it will cause our children tomorrow to
Yeah.
say it will be a good means.
So the punishment he served, the law say
Yeah,
the
I
law
come in.
say he's
I
supposed
get
to
it
be. Let's
there.
look at the punishment first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. For me, I'm not something, but you see, if you look at the chief justice, his attitude towards Prophet Key, it was very much like he has certain grudge for the man. One, two, he
Okay.
used power
So
because
he
now
just put all together and just went ahead by punishing.
yeah, I'm telling you, you have plan for him. He has any grudge.
Okay.
I premeditated something that because if you look at the law, you are the custodian of the word, the interpreter of the law. You can interpret the law in depth more than you are in the studio there. The man can interpret more than you. So the thing that man there down there, you look behind it, it means that something. Those guys using the overpower, they mean they're using the power. You know, they just see that the power, and they are under the power instead of him being under the law. It's powerful. I mean, under the law.
Thank
so
you.
this is what we're saying now today in our country.
Thank
People
you.
see that.
Thank you. Let's give time to others with hello. Hello.
Yeah, Achi.
What is your name?
Good evening.
Good evening. What is your name?
This is Joseph Kamba,
Joseph, go ahead.
and I come from district number 6 out of country.
Okay.
Thanks for the information you provided. Reading it up.
You're coming in distracted.
I said, thanks for the education you have provided this afternoon for reading the Constitution. It's a bit about them. But I think the Supreme Court decision against property was more than a disciplinary measure.
Okay.
To save our society, to save the integrity and dignity of our country. Actually, when I was coming up, I never ever saw people just abusing in public, or especially just sitting on social media and really insult against our brothers. But nowadays, it becomes so simple, more especially a family man, only because he wants to gain social media preference and recognition of being a wrong and wrongful minor. I love the disciplinary measure the Chief Justice in the Supreme Court, entire Justice in the Supreme Court bench against property. And tomorrow, those that believe in my cause, they will go there to welcome him.
Okay.
But for me, I don't believe in that.
All right.
I'm a trained person. I don't believe in anyone that rapes or any leader for that matter.
Okay.
No matter who you are, whether I support you or not, I better speak to the issues that being insulted.
Thank you.
Anyone that take that right, the Lord deal with you. The prophet he come back also and continue the same behavior that they call him back and jail for 6 years.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much. 077907907. Three callers, and we're gonna call this a day, and we transition. 0777907. I get a view of three person now, and we transition. So, well, you know, like one of the callers said, the Supreme Court itself, the Chief Justice and others, they are the interpreter. They interpret the Constitution. They understand it even more. In fact, I'm not even compared to their understanding of law. You know, in terms of understanding the law, I'm not anywhere around. But we're just giving our own logical perspective and understanding to make you understand what the simple way you go understand what the law is saying. The law can say this, and we say this, or we do this only because we have the authority to do that. We are not saying that's what the court do, or it was what they did, but they know what best they could explain to suit their action against Prophet Key. One of the callers said, if Prophet Key feels his right was not protected, he could hire his lawyers and they could still challenge much more further. Because for a criminal contempt goes for just 30 days and you pay a fine of 300 United States dollars. That's just it. But to have gone for 6 months, well, your prophet posted say he coming tomorrow, 10 o'clock. You go to 10 o'clock tomorrow, you go gala at the South Beach at the Morovia Central praising and welcome him after coming back. But Martin Colley is also raising from he's called it on every Liberians. You know, Martin said one thing he said in his post is that Prophet Key been going through a lot. A family man to go to jail for 6 months, just come back, you know, he almost like starting over. Almost starting over. And so it will be somebody who is not already working, he just living by the social media influence and stuff to come back. It's a whole lot. So you can help, you could also help. And we will leave it at LA's and transition to, you see people, we say we're living in now, people calling, hello? Hello?
Yeah, actually.
Pascal, just go ahead.
Thank you, man. I know you just it's a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, Martin is an extension of the arrest agenda. So maybe that's how they want to pay their prophet back. So yeah, those Unity partisans are welcome to collect money for Prophet Key, you know. So yeah, Martin. But look, like you said, we are not clue to the interpretation of the law. So it is our opinion on it. But sometimes, like many would say, Lord is reasoning. And if I got what you read, that criminal offense, I mean, it should be as a 30 days, which is a month. And the kid is went to jail for 6 months, half a year. It just tells you that the justice system is so more selective. And on President Bouaka, it's all that we've got just a single branch. I remember one time the president went at the Supreme Court. I think it was October 10th of court. I remember one of the opening of the court, and the chief justice were referring to President Bouaka. If you can remember,
that was
right?
an oversight.
Yeah, well, anyway, you're always like to be you're like to be blamed. But I mean, you got that oversight. I mean, oversight. I mean, look. I mean, this is just fashion. You know, when the system is suppressed and people feel entitled, these things will happen. But there's no law yet now. You know, the law is blindfolded. It's just relative justice. But how can we talk with Prophet Key? He's one of them.
Okay.
So I mean, that's it, man.
They use one of them to set the precedent.
No, not even precedent. I mean, they didn't just want people to talk to them now. You know. Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, Pascal, thank you. Let me. I said 3 callers. Let me squeeze this person. Wow. Let me squeeze this person. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I'm having Johnson calling from Togo District Number 4, the chairman of the Concerned Liberian for Justice.
My man, you the chairman. You the chairman for Concern. Is it Concerned Liberia?
Concerned Liberian, not Liberia.
Oh, Concerned Liberian. So you got your headquarters. Where your headquarters is?
We're on the Congodan Barrow around the Pedetan Field.
And you the chairman for Painesville, right?
I'm the national chairman.
Okay,
for
chairman,
the whole country.
Please take my number. I want you to call me. After the show. I want us to go to your headquarters and I have a special edition of this show to your headquarters. I really want to know what your involvement was. I want to know what you stand for as a concerned Liberian.
concern Labrador chairman.
Yeah, so take my number
Yeah.
0778.
Okay, please let me call one of my secretary to take your phone and put your number in it.
Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah,
I'll give you
wait
the
1
time.
minute.
Yeah, be on the line. Don't worry.
Okay. Please have me on your phone. Man, they say, please have me on your phone. Me take my number. Call it, bring it fast, please. I want the radio. So the issue, we'll get it no more.
Yeah, go ahead to the issue.
You see, to the Prophet Key issue, Prophet Key was fascinated to our country what he went to. Because you see, you can't charge somebody for contempt while the level plenty allegation against you, but you left those allegations were never addressed at the court. Because the man said you having a hotel in Nima and you don't use the hotel for the justice when they having program for them to go there and pay money to use the place. So you create budget for that and then use your own business to carry on government
That's conflict
sponsor.
of interest.
So that was the allegation at our level, but they left the whole allegation and they go for contempt.
No, but Prophet Key could not also, even the contempt, that could be part of the explanation from his lawyer or his defense, but Prophet Key could not challenge that. He could not prove why he should not be held in contempt. And at the end of the day, he fair play. He has to apologize.
So up to now, the Chief Justice has not explained that yet. Up to now, the Chief Justice has not explained that. It remains on answer all those charges that were leveled against the Chief Justice.
Those were allegations. Those were allegations. So Prophet Key should have proven that.
Yeah, Prophet Key could have proven that, because if you tell somebody, say, I will give you lawyer, right? That's why they play on the brother. Because you can't tell him, man,
should he allow somebody to give him lawyer? He needed to have his lawyer. He had the opportunity to do that.
The Chief Justice needs to apologize for the key.
Okay.
He played on that brother.
Now, get the number before we just take leave of him and get the final caller. 778?
Yes.
0778?
He said 0778
07
07.
56
He says 0778
07
0778
078. Yeah, 5616. 5616.
5616.
Yeah, call me after the show.
Okay. All right.
All right. This person, you the final caller on this, and we're not accepting anybody. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sebo.
Go ahead, the councilman.
Okay. So, quickly to that Prophet Key issue. Firstly, if I know Mountain King calling, trying to rally support, entering into jail, and after almost starting over, blah, 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 whatever, I think I will advise Mountain King calling to rally around so that children who are not in school, they can enter school, so that those in the JFK who hospital bill remain unpaid, so that you can be able to, help them. Though I'm not in a position like, where you're able to rally around. Okay, so I want to advise him to do that if he's listening, but somebody who remains very insulted to women who was giving some a work to the prison compound to rally around for him. I think, anyway, we are all different, but I think Martin Kuda should not encourage us.
Okay.
But I also stand with Prophet Key when it comes to the number of time he went to jail, because his right, I believe, with the knowledge I have, was violated. And I don't know why he himself, looking at the Lord of Liberia, because I will leave the alone, but I don't call Sebo, there are certain things someone don't need to tell me before I do them. Right now in Liberia, when you are placed in jail, pending investigation or trial for 2 court terms, that means you should be released. Once you cannot be judged within 2 court terms. So if I stay there for 2-3 times, and I will ask the prosecutor to bring me out, because the term has already passed. So he needed not to allow the people to send him to jail for 6 months,
Okay.
rather than 30 days or above.
Okay.
But however, I love it too because the government is supported. That was the government I put in there. So
Okay, thank
they
you.
soon the code about we
Thank you.
making so the
Thank
pepper
you.
burning our mouth.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take this break shortly with our team song. We come back. We go strictly to the second segment of the show. Let's get this. Oh yes, indeed. So, folks, it was wonderful on that segment. But again, we have one of our mothers who listening, and she tried calling on the line and could not come through. But I have to call my private number. I just want to squeeze her in as a grace period. Man, let's hear you. Say, what is your name?
Man, this is David.
Okay. Go ahead. Where you call from?
I come from Grand Jury.
You currently in Monrovia or you in Grand Jida?
I in Grand Jury.
Oh, you in Grand Jida now? Which part of Grand Jida, man?
Eh?
Which part of Grand Jida you calling from?
Swear group.
Wow. And you listening to the station?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. You using your talk? I want to know. You using your radio or you watching it online?
On radio.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The Prophet King, they Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Prophet King abused women. He fought through women before he abused women. A shameful to us.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody important part of friends. I don't care you president where or you who. Everybody that is seen. But why they say Prophet King cause they need to put him in jail for? He was causing job, man. They put him in jail. They were paying money for Prophet King to cause.
Okay.
You see? Oh, a resource there now, they put him in jail for all that time. They go when I was he died there now. But although who was supporting Prophet King, well, we punish him one by one.
Okay. All right, Mama. Thank you so much. Tell the people hello there in Zouadjou. I think you must tell the people hello in Zouadjou there. Thank you.
Okay, Papa.
Okay, wow. She's calling us from Zouadjou City. According to her, she's listening by the radio. That's good. Well, now at this point, we're going to transition. Before I go to the NDC stuff, there is just a tendency of the Unity Party. I will just talk about that briefly, maybe in 1 minute or two. And we're going to find ample time to also talk about this. The Unity Party government officials, supporters, they are aware of politicking. In a way, I know people will say, oh, this is politics, this is this. But there is something that they always do that I don't deem necessary. And I don't think it is okay for our body politics. Unity partisan, just as Prophet Key, for example. I'm going to use Amara Connor, the senator, as a case study. The Unity Party folks has this tendency that in as much that you supported them, you should not criticize them. If you do, they will go after you, start to use jabs and insults at you. They will hunt you, go after you all on social media, attack you, and start to use words, infinities, and say anything they want to say that will, molest you, make you feel less of yourself. That's the tendency that Unity partisans have. If you supported them, do not criticize them. Amara Conan, Senator Amara Conan, who's controlled the war room of the Unity Party just in the 2023 election, that undermine a next result, because at the end of the day, people say, oh, anything that people say, Amara Conan not real result, we already know it. People say we'll do this, we'll do that. Today, back then, Amaracone was the God. He was being healed. But if he played his role as a senator, if he began to constructively criticize this government, I'm going to read one post from Daniel Sando. I'm going to use Daniel Sando just as an example, and I will read just this post from, let me find this post. I'm going to read this from Daniel Sando, who is a deputy minister at the Ministry of Information. Daniel Sando. Let me find this from him. He just posted today. And that post came from a comment that Senator Amara Conan made under a post of Martin K. McCoy. Let me read what Senator Conan posted. He commented on Martin's post. He said, Martin K. McCauley, I am glad my recent post gave you more facts than you knew. This should tell you that I will continue to push transparency at all levels in our governance system. He said, I'm ahead of you on the reimbursement. I suggested it to colleagues, and oh God, somebody's calling me, please. I suggested this to colleagues and have gone ahead quietly to do so. My assistant is on his way to the CBL to refund the LRD 318,000 out of the LD 328,000 they gave us for domestic data substance allowances, DDSA, in the government revenue account. I have many 1,700 I have earned over the years. Nevertheless, now the law says $54. If there is one, I suggest you post a specific section. Now, with this, Daniel Sando came here. He said, still on the dishonesty of this bold-faced pretender misconducting as masquerading as a normal voice. Daniel Sando, I intend to get to the PSDR fund, including the serious abuse surrounding it, management, the use of public resources for private funds, and the support extended to political elites, while genuine businesses were abandoned and needed Liberians shown the middle fingers by this sycophantic fluster that's Amaracone he's referring to. But before I get there, let me refer your memories to a small matter. The same gentleman who now presents himself as a campaign of accountability once promised to return money reportedly collected from the Senate's Grand Bazaar retrieve. Simple question: where is the receipt? Has he published evidence showing that the money was deposited into the consolidated account? No. Why? That is where the comedy ends and accountability begins. You cannot spend your political life creating standards for everyone else while convincingly misplacing the receipt when the standard reaches your own doorsteps. And as a old Liberian saying goes, you cannot give a lazy man fighting medicine and expect him not to beat himself. If the money was returned, if the money was returned, if the money was returned, show me receipt. If it was deposited, show me evidence. If neither can I be shown, then the public is entitled to ask questions just because a criminal wants to be priest and it communion does not take away his sins. A criminal is a criminal no matter their new title. Senator Amara Conner, he's referring to. And many of them, there are many of them who've been criticizing him on the social media, saying, all sort of words about him. This was the same Senator Amara Conner who sat and controlled the war room that brought them to power today. That's hypocrisy. If somebody wants to be truth, they want to stay, no matter how the person supported you, if they criticize you, government needs to be open to criticism, and particularly this Deputy Minister for Information, Daniel Sano. He's going wayward in terms of being very arrogant in responding to national issues. And I don't think that's the responsibility of the minister at the Ministry of Information. You need to constructively get into argument with a sincere mind. I know the government is paying you, you owe loyalty to them, but yet it does not in any way means your mind should be dissuaded from what the actual realities are. And we just thought to bring this saying to your knowledge, to know what the Unity Party for. If you support, they don't criticize them. If you criticize them, they know small thing about you, they will come after you. They use anything they want to. They make sure to bring your character down. That's meaningless. That's just meaningless. Let me go to what the NEC boss is saying. When I go to the NEC boss and I come back, I want to activate the phone lines to get you some things. Wow, I don't know. I don't know what is it now. Let me see. Let me check this. What is it? But I think this radio is okay this way. So that's the tendency of the Unity Party government. And mind you, you're gonna live by that for 6 years. The 6 years going to an end. But let me go to this NEC stuff, the recommendation of the NEC, what the NEC is saying. When we come back, we see to those of you just tuning in, I'd like to say welcome. This is the Roundtable on Blaze Radio 90.7. My name is Archie. Say Bob Yene. And the Blaze Cash giveaway is also ongoing. Just dial star 799 star 9 hatch. Star 799 star 9 hatch. So NEC plans biometric voter enrollment. Starlink use ahead of the 2029 election. This is the plan of the NEC. The chairman of the National Elections Commission, Jonathan Weeder, says the 2029 general and presidential elections will feature biometric voter enrollment just as it was in 2023, and will feature biometric enrollment and verification as part of the efforts to strengthen the electoral process and prevent fraud. Speaking during an interview with State Radio Wednesday, Chairman Weeder said maintaining peace throughout the electoral process remains his primary objective, stressing that the 2029 elections must be conducted peacefully. According to him, the NEC intends to verify the electoral roll and it shows that it meets international standards before the elections. He explained that the biometric verification will be conducted before voters are allowed to cast their ballot, with the fingerprint serving as a key requirement for the voter authentication. And that's good. Chairman Weeders said the biometric system will help prevent multiple votes by determining whether an individual has already participated in the election. He also disclosed that the NDC is considering the use of Starlink technology across the country to improve connectivities and support the electoral process, particularly in areas where reliable internet services remain a challenge. Meanwhile, Chairman Weeder clarified that the establishment of additional electoral seats is the responsibility of the National Elections Commission, while the legislature is constitutionally mandated to determine the threshold following a national census. The chairman said the census result must be verified and approved by both houses to determine the allocation of electoral seats. Chairman Weeder further stated that the NDC has no information including or indicating that any census conducted in Liberia has been certified, adding that the commission does not make laws but rather implement laws enacted by the legislature. The NDC chairperson has reposted an increase, has proposed an increase in candidate registration fees, suggesting that presidential nomination fee by increased by $2,500 from $2,500 to $10,000, while fees of the vice presidential candidate raised from $7,000 raised up to $7,000, while senators be also raised up to $5,000 and representative up to $3,000. Now, what is the actual standard, the current standard for these registrations? So what the chairman is saying, he makes point, right? He makes a lot of point that the biometric, even the 2023 election, people talk about biometric ID cards, but yet some people still register 3 times, 2 times in other places because they were being chalked. People would take them, oh, go register, so they will carry them. Go register, so they will carry. At the end of the day, they voted one place. So now, and some of them even make attempt to vote twice. They attempted doing that. So what the chairman is saying is that the biometric process, this one will be quite different. In fact, you're going to use the internet system to vote. That way, when you go to the polling place, or when you go to any precinct, you have internet at the precinct. And at that precinct, the polling room you go in, you will be using your thumb or your fingerprint to authenticate that, yes, you have not participated except for that once. And it's going to be a genuine thing if Liberia start to graduate from doing those manual things and using, the digital system for transparency sake and accountability. That's one. But quickly, like I said, that was not our focus. Our focus is now for the registration for presidency stands currently at 2,500. And he's saying that he's recommending that it increase to 10,000. The vice presidency is 1,500. He's now recommending that it goes up to 7,000. While the senator registration is $750 and recommending that it goes to 5,000. The House of Representatives is 500. He's now recommending that it goes to 3,000. For me, if you ask me, I think I deem that necessary. Because the cheap registration has given everybody the edge. Everybody won't be representative. Even myself, as much as I can afford $500, and I'm a regular taxpayer. I'm a regular taxpayer. I think I just go. I say, oh no, I need to register. I pay my $500, and you find people doing try and error. Many people doing try and error. They say, oh, I'll go register $500. We all equal. I reach the age 25 so I can be a representative. The increment he's suggesting, and I think it's necessary that the lawmakers approve this The lawmakers should approve it because even though it's against them, but they have to approve it. The guys are getting more benefit than just going register with $500. But I'm going to leave that. I already gave mine, so I'm going to leave that with you, the audience. You have all of the time to talk about that. But this is a suggestion this is a recommendation from the Elections Commission. That look, instead of you just paying $2,500, $1,500, $750, $500, no. At least presidential should be $10,000. And we need to. And he also recommended that we need to reduce the too many political parties. Currently, according to records from the NEC, he said there are 40 plus political parties in this country, and it poses threat to the political space of the country. That's what he said, and there is a need that it be reduced. So you have 40 political parties just contesting for one seat. At the end of the day, you have 20 plus contesting just for a in fact, for the presidency. It's huge. But let's get your view on this. At the end of the day, it boils down to you, the citizen. You the one always doing everything. It comes right back to you. You are the decision maker. You are the one making the decision. And let's hear you now on the second segment of the show, 0779079078886. 029 this person, what is your name?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Mumu calling for Raleigh.
Go ahead.
My boy, no, the heirloom represented
okay.
30,000.
Okay.
They are the troublemakers in this country. They spoil the country. So those people they will not stand up. They will not stand up people. They will not pass in the law. Because you will find most of them, they will have money. Okay. I mean, you can find people checking me from Star Wars market. They try to say me, I want to be represented. I want contest. You just see it. So if you go to 20,000, when you know you put your house, you put all your children, you lose it. Okay. But most of them will lose it. So my brother, I commend the Election Commission. The president, it should go up.
Okay. Thank you. Let's get this person. Hello.
My dear brother.
What is your name and where you call from?
My name is Joseph Kamara, calling from Brazil.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Chief. This issue of increasing the registration fees, it does not make sense.
It does not make sense, you say?
It does not make sense at all.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, the guy's going to put themselves in power because they want to
Oh yes. It will be at their advantage. They already have the money.
So the layman that has and they have the idea and want to bring transformation.
I think you make a point. You got a point.
So we actually deprive a whole lot of people that have good mind for the country that contest offices.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. That proposal. The proposal will be in interest of the cartel that is in power.
Okay.
It will not be of the
thank you. You got a point. You make salient point. This person, what is your name?
Mr. calling from district number 6. Only district, only to get benefit of go hard dinner on the lawmaker.
But you have dinner with your lawmaker is a pride, my man. You sitting with your lawmaker.
Now we started to go hard dinner on the lawmaker.
Go ahead, my man.
Okay, we started with again. Memorial concern like Brand for Justice. Brother, I want to speak the late Daniel Sanders issue, brother. Daniel Sanders, I see your embarrassment in the government. So you can remember the TDC time, during our time, Eugene Flacon was start for seeing they respecting
yeah.
Eugene Flacon was start, but you get like what people say the government see you are the president doing that. You sit down there, Daniel Sanders.
The same position Flacon was holding. Yes.
Yeah, president propaganda. Daniel Sanders was bare boy the Nyobi Kanga today. 2 Nyobi Kanga influence or that, you know. In making 34,000 and that in just going to be causing people who made to get a position today. The position is serving today in Northern Galley. Now I think I'm going to get a position. The man who serves the man control the whole war room. Yeah, what I is? Daniel Sana, on the education, the gas, and I give you asking myself a bit Daniel Sana education. I've seen government, Daniel Sana working to that position at the CDC government. But the paper, yeah, I'm telling you, my man. But the government, I see one in back, like people were on the NEC issue. Some of our guys are ambition to contact on it now. So, increasing the fare of the registration for me, I'm for interest in that one. Because
go look for money. Start looking for your money. Look for your 5,000.
No, I don't need a number of money. The constitution get every like the
rest. Yeah, so those are criteria.
Yeah, so now we just add the criteria. I got rid of the rest. You made the money for what? All that time, they get 5,000
because you read. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Hello. Man, say his time reached now. You want increase. Hello.
Yeah, hello. This is Small Jack on rehab.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the budget that the NEC present to the lawmaker, I'm sure they are going to sign it.
No, them present. It's not a budget. It's a recommendation for the registration criteria, not budget.
So the recommendation that he coming your way, I'm sure they are going to. They're going to be an interest.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they will reject anything like that.
Okay. Did I get this person? Hello?
How you doing, my brother?
Patience, go ahead.
Patience, great from people. I'm sure you talk about the Daniel Sano issue, right? My brother, that you didn't take part in process, you didn't party. That Amakone was in a war room, that the database hero, the best artist, especially in Africa, like Amakone. And you are here to tell you that Amakone what they do, the society. And you saw that video when they were crying, now coming down, that for you didn't party. So when you didn't party, you didn't party, man, that Baka can solve my parents.
Okay.
That Baka can solve my parents because Daniel said, oh, get it, how you study leader. And you saw him because, wow, Baka can post that way. And you know that when you saw Amakone get a follower, you saw Joe, we are Joe get a follower. You now saw Joe, we are go free, because you saw Baka buy a woman. So I just decided for Daniel Sano. Let me insulting people. I'm not going to that for our job. I get a rescue for the rescue. Thank you.
Thank you. 0777907. The increment. Let's hear you. What is your name?
Yeah, how are you, brothers? How are you?
I'm good. What is your name?
I'm Brother Prince Donkia from Kakata 26 Gero.
Kakata, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you for your talking point this evening. Actually, when it comes to the LEC, even if the NEC, what we have to do first is whether they have the powers to increase all the law they had to pass a law.
No, that's why they are projecting. They're making a proposal. That's why they're proposing to the legislature, and the legislature are going to make that law.
Thank you for analyzing that. So if they are proposing, the same people that you're proposing to, like same people is in their interest, because what? Even if you carry to 10,000, they are abilited now. They will be marginalizing people that want to come, and like other people that are suffering, that they have the visions, the passion, they want to really run, have the cash.
Okay.
So it will be to the advantage. It means that will just be retaining other people.
Okay.
Because some people taking 15,000, 20,000.
So 10,000, even 10,000 is not anything for them.
It's not anything for them.
Okay.
So for me, they just got to talk and so that they can reduce the seat. Actually,
all right. Thank you.
The deliberations of the political parties is very helping us. It's not helping us. And also when it comes to Prophet Key.
No. We're done with Prophet Key issues. Sir. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, brother.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Peter Dorica. So I call from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville, an outstanding member of the Concern Just.
Concern Lab. I gotta visit your headquarters.
Yeah, my man, you haven't even invited us back.
Go ahead.
Okay. The creation of an additional district in Liberia, I think, is very much unnecessary. Looking at the economic factors. In fact, let's look at the current legislature under this current administration. The legislature has been very much dormant. The three cardinal responsibilities of the legislature under Josiah Mabuaka have not been exercised. Lawmaking, oversight, and that of a proper representation. No lawmaker under Joseph Imabwaka administration can put that. We already jam with how would they come and create additional country? That would be a financial burden on the Liberian people. Because it is the Liberian people taxpayer money that they are using in order to pay these guys. So I think NEC just have to abolish that.
No, NEC cannot abolish that. Now the chairman said that they do not hold the power. So the legislature has the power to do that. If they do it, nothing the NEC can do about it.
They have to work in collaboration to ensure that they should.
Okay. All right.
Liberia is a frustrated country. Let me tell you, our leaders need to work together and to think about
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Jeremiah Watts, calling from Providence City to represent that new community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would first like to extend my appreciation to the chairman of NEC, Mr. Chenado Wida, for the high-end input and make Liberia politics. I would like to thank you for the decision that he has taken and the decision that he will take. And we appeal to the legislature to please allow it to pass. Because people will get spend few time at the bush, come in the city, get $500 a year, pay money, run for representative, and when they lose, they have nothing to do but to get sit and putting on in the step in country. Labra now needs certain accountability. So thank you to Honorable Wida for the time given.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Yeah, thank you for taking me. I'm Avin Johnson calling from Kibo, number 4, the chairperson for the Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Go ahead.
You see, actually step in their lay corner when government get them job, then they trying to make decision for the people. If anything of these things in the election law, it's all passed through referendum for us to decide. Not for certain group of people to decide on our behalf. It will not be right. You see that reality? The particular election commission yesterday gave election to United Party at the time the election are not in there. And the same men were appointed. So you can't be United Party appointee or election commission and you coming up with law to try to make other people to look ugly.
So because United Party appointed man, he should not recommend.
No, he's a clear United Partisan.
At this point, he is not a Unity Partisan. At
this point, you already show his side to the Liberian people.
That was then, and now it's now.
So you can't, if you want to do anything, then he tell the legislator to put it to referendum.
Yeah, but that's why he's saying. That's why he's recommending. He's recommending. He's not imposing. He's recommending.
They should be able to allow the Liberian people to decide. Yesterday we refused to be under dictatorship. Our brought 14 years of civil war. So you can't reverse back to dictator for people to be deciding the Liberian people's fate. So we're not taking. They should stop.
Right.
They should leave the country to be peaceful for people to enjoy it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, folks, this is the roundtable. If you're just joining us, I'd like to say welcome to it. My name is Archie C. Bob Yene. Today is Wednesday. The jackpot is here. The Blaze Cash giveaway. That *799 *9 hatch *799 *9 hatch. They get a few quarters, maybe 2-3 quarters, and we call this a day on the roundtable. 07790790786 02933. This person, what is your name and where you call from? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What is your name?
I'm Chavo calling from Rehab Bell.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm having a talk show today. Well, I just agree with the chairman for National Election Commission for the idea of free on. Because the common people in the country, they have an idea to free off their country. Not because they have the power to pay, because they bring that idea over to university. All common people are there. They have the market. I'm trying to and why the night according to my invitation, the Papa is anything wrong the deployment. It will also affect.
Okay.
So that is another point.
Thank you, sir. You make a point. You make a great point. 0777907907886 02933. Hello.
Yeah.
What is your name and where you call from?
Nigel calling from Clay Island.
Peace Island. Go ahead.
Clay Island.
Okay, go ahead. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I said go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Why I want to tell you that the young man that got his funeral home, the most I seen that being clinic. I mean, clinic for people to go there. So how?
Hello. Yeah. You say what happened?
C'est Mose building clinic.
Then what happened to it?
So it something happened because my fear is somebody that waiting for day by day, then building clinic to help people. That's my concern.
Okay. All right, you got good concern. We're going to look at that. It's a serious concern you raised. Thank you for raising that. We will investigate that and see what else we can say. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, my old man. Oh my people. Let me get this final caller. Hello.
Hello, brother.
What is your name and where you call from?
I'm just from Davis.
Go ahead.
I'm Joseph Davis.
Go ahead.
Okay. You see this Unity Party government, the problem now they see the bright light.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, they think the sun fully coming to travel.
Okay.
Though they have a long way to go. They should see the bright light and think that bright daylight.
And feed the sun already up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I love that
my
parable.
again, all the funny law and the breaking, forcing on the citizens, everything has that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one footballer in Dan Collins was playing for that. He used to have a seat when he chases the fellow. You know me.
Okay.
The name we shall see the end.
Okay, so we shall see the end.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
With that, we are praying that the end will be peaceful at the beginning.
Okay.
That's my advice.
That's a point. That's a great point. The old man is saying that he just hoped that the ending will be as successful as the beginning. So, well, folks, those are all of the time we have here this wonderful evening. Let me say many thanks to all of you for your calls and contribution. Join us tomorrow, Thursday, which time another wonderful edition of the Roundtable going to be here. Our Prophet Kid is coming out tomorrow. He's calling on his supporter to go there to welcome him. Welcome your leader. It was wonderful to all of you who listen across Liberia for your calls and contribution. I've been Archie say Bob Yene. I bid you a pleasant goodbye.